going on, guys? Welcome to part 3 of our live Zombies retrospective. We're going to follow Varrocked up with the next map in World at War's catalog, and that is Numa. Numa is probably my least favorite of the 4 World at War maps. It's not awful, it's just I get a little bored on this map easy. The coolest thing about it, personally, in my opinion, is that the perks are randomly generated. What I mean by that is you can kind of see on this loading screen here where it says Perks Cola, and it's just got the icons. The reason that doesn't say certain perks is because every game you play, when you open up one of those spots, it'll give you one of the random perk machines. So that does kind of keep you on your toes during a Numa playthrough. So that is one good thing it does, as well as it was the first map actually to introduce a wonder weapon, a fan favorite, might I add, the Wonderwaff DG4, which, since there's not much going on Numa, I want to make it our kind of video goal to get the Wonderwaff and use it. So, like I said, super excited to be here. For those of you guys that are just joining us on part 3, the first 2 parts are uploaded on the channel already. That is a Nocturne Toten and a Varrocked live retrospective. So, just a quick overview, that way I don't bore the other people that have watched this series already. What this is it's kind of a unique twist on the zombie map retrospective formula that you may be used to. Most retrospectives are well analyzed, thought out, edited, and put together, and similar to that of like a research paper. I wanted to do it a little bit unique and play these matches live, give you just my overall thoughts on these maps, different little tidbits while we're playing, just to kind of keep it fresh, unique, and give you guys as much raw, unfiltered kind of opinions as possible. So once we get out of this spawn room here, we're going to hit that box first thing, because like I said, main goal of this retrospective is just going to be getting the Wonderwaff, using it, seeing how it feels. Some of you guys might have noticed I'm not on World at War. I'm actually on Black Ops 1. The reason for that is I don't own World at War anymore, unfortunately, and I think, personally, that the Black Ops 1 remasters of these maps are the best, even better than BO3. Oh, see, I gotta be careful. And I've talked about this too, but the 2-hit down system is taking a lot of getting used to, especially after playing so much Black Ops 6. I mean, in Black Ops 6, I can take 10, 15 hits and still have half health, so definitely taking some getting used to. But, oh, see, that went down already. Whew. See, that's what's crazy to me, is like right there, if that other zombie would have hit us, we would have been toast, would have already been over. Imagine if, like, the universe knows that we're trying to do this live retrospective, and it's going to bless me with the Wonderwaff first pull. Let's see. Oh, I saw it in there. No. Really good gun, though. The RPK is top tier light machine gun for Black Ops 1, I think. I like it better than the HK, I think it was called. So, RPK was always my favorite. And I believe it actually came back in BO1, or not BO1, BO3 or BO4. It's from BO1, so. Let's see here. Man, these zombies, that is one thing about older zombies that kind of sucks, is they take a while to get inside the map. I was always a firm believer that, like, carpenters and stuff, I didn't like to pick up, because I was like, man, it's just going to slow them down even more. I definitely like the fast-paced kind of zombie gameplay. Alright, we'll get that nuke. We're going to buy the box again. See if we can't get lucky with that Wonderwaff. But second pull, guys. We got it second pull. That's actually awesome. So this was the original Wonder Weapon, besides the ray gun that was in Knock and every zombies map really ever since. I don't think it's ever not been in one. But the Wonderwaff was the first additional Wonder Weapon ever put into zombies, and it was introduced on this map. We've seen it countless times in different variants of it. Obviously, it's big in Riese. You see it in the Togder Toten, BO4 Call of the Dead remake. You see it as a sniper rifle. And then, obviously, in the original Call of the Dead map, if you do the Easter egg, you actually get the Wonder Waff as your Death Machine pickup. Instead of a Death Machine, you would get the Wonder Waff. Not very good in that map, personally. Actually, I think I would prefer the Death Machine most times. And you can't switch off of it until you use all the ammo in that instance too. So some people would just pick up a Death Machine power-up by accident and just like spray all their Wonder Waff ammo. Alright, so see, this is where it's going to get a little interesting, is like I was telling you guys at the beginning, with the Perca-Colas being completely random, we're just going to have to kind of guess and hope we get Juggernog first, or at least Quick Revive. That way, since we are solo, if we just so happen to go down early on, we can still continue the run for a little bit, really get a feel for the rest of the map. So, see, it's currently selecting. We got double tap first. What a banger. What a banger. I like double tap. Maybe not this early on, but it is what it is. And see, that's the fun, that's the charm of Shino Numa. I'd say its top charm is that every playthrough you do is different. Goated Trap up here, by the way. Didn't really point it out when we first ran under it, but the Flogger, probably top 5 traps in zombie history. Mainly just really for nostalgia. It is really good, and you can actually train up pretty perfectly. If you could run a train in kind of this area and pull the trap, it's really good. Oh, how could I forget? Shino Numa, first map to introduce the Hellhounds. I personally didn't find the DLC maps for World at War until Black Ops 1, so I didn't get to experience this in its newness. But I'm just trying to imagine, you've played zombies for a couple months on Knock and Verrup, and then I'm just picturing 1 in the morning, Friday night, you're hanging out with your friends, thinking you're going to play some zombies, and then you get that haze, you hear the Fetch Me Their Souls, and then you just, I could just imagine, catches you completely off guard. So super, super cool that Shino actually introduced us to the Hellhounds. And it's really nice that they added in the fact that you do get that max ammo every time that you do complete a Hellhound round or a dog round or something like that. And we've seen that trend continue in zombies, of course. Not necessarily always with dogs, but we've seen it with, and most recently here in Black Ops 6, the Vermin rounds or the Parasite rounds, the little wasps and spiders. So it's definitely a staple of the zombies mode, which I think will be around for probably all of zombies at this point. I don't ever see them really moving away from that. Alright, so here's one thing that kind of sucks about Shino Numa and a lot of maps with kind of swampy, muddy undertones, is you saw I was moving very slowly inside that water and mud, which will get you killed so quickly. As you can see here, the Wonder Waff is still amazing. Cleared out that whole little train of zombies with just one shot. I mean, top tier wonder weapon. There's a reason it's so beloved by everybody. Okay, we're going to leave that zombie alive just so we can open this door. Get us kind of a sneak peek, or I guess it's not sneak peek, we'll just find out what our perk for the Doctor's Quarters is going to be. Let's see, give us Juggernog, please. Perfect. So now that we have Juggernog, we are good to kind of build up some points. Make sure we get Jugbot, that way we can increase our survivability rate. And then we can open up the rest of the map here on Shino. Which, if you paid attention to that loading screen when we were loading in, you would have seen that they're really, this hut in the middle is our hub, and there are just 4 paths that kind of split out into each of the corners. That's going to be really the core of the map. Honestly, I'd say, no, Riese is probably bigger, but this is probably the most unique in the fact that it is almost identical. And what I mean by that is each corner is the same. You open a door, there's like a hut at the end, which you open that door, and then you get your perk machine. See, like the first one we went to, we open the door, we run down this way to this hut, open its door for the perk machine. So, all of the little, we'll call them the bottlenecks, all the bottlenecks lead to the same place, a hut. This map, just like Varuk, which we mentioned last time, does have a secret song Easter egg that you do activate. But this one you activate not a toilet like Varuk, but a little like radio phone box in the comms area. I think it's the comms area that it's in. Like I said, we won't be playing the secret song just for, you know, copyright reasons, and I don't want to risk getting striked. But I will show you where you go to activate said secret song. So let's go ahead, buy some Juggernaut here. Go open up to the last 2 areas of the map. Try to get this reloaded real quick. Really hoping Speed Coal was our next one at this point. See, I don't want the Carpenter. I don't want the barriers to be rebuilt. 200 points, not worth waiting for all the zombies to come back out. See, and it's just, it is unbearably slow moving inside of the mud and the water. It's just genuinely not enjoyable. It does add a challenge. I mean, I can't deny the fact that it does add a challenge. So this is the storage route. So this is the 3rd bottleneck that we're going to go down. This one's actually super cool because if you're into the lore or the storyline of zombies, you can see the massive Element 115 meteor out there. So super cool touch, and crazy to think that this early on they were kind of planting the seeds of where they wanted this storyline to go. I would like to think that the Zombies team kind of had a story that they wanted to follow, and they didn't just kind of make it up along the way. But some people think that they just put this stuff in here, and then they were like, you know what? We could make a story out of that, and just started adding to it as they went. But regardless, I'd say Zombies is up there with, like, Kingdom Hearts storyline. Like, if you don't know the Zombies lore, it is very hard to get into. Deals with multiverses and time travel and all sorts of different stuff. Which, I'm a firm believer of, if you start adding time travel, multiverses to your story, it's, I mean, at that point, you've made it confusing. One thing I did want to point out that you guys kind of saw when I was getting pushed into that corner, when I shot my Wonderwaff at that zombie, I actually took a little bit of electric damage. Fun fact, in World at War, it's kind of a commonly known fact, but if you had Juggernog in World at War and hit yourself with the Wonderwaff, it would actually take it away or would make it not work. So you would go back to a 2-hit down, and there was nothing you could do about it. And could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments, but I do believe that in World at War, Quick Revive does not work the same way that it does in BO1, for instance. Ooh, I do want a top 100. Good weapon. It's not better than the RPK, but I do want to try out some of these World at War weapons again. But in BO1 and really all traditional... Oh, this was actually a really bad choice. Thought that was going to go a lot better. I might go down here. Oh, please don't hit me. This is scary. Anywho, but up until recent games, Quick Revive was always the perk that if you went down would revive you if you were in solo. I believe in World at War, it still just had its traditional effect where you revive teammates faster. So it didn't really help out. If you lost your jug, you were just kind of toast in World at War. I don't know why it took so many bullets to kill that first Hellhound. So we do only have one more area to open up on the map. Let's get this max ammo first. And see, I didn't do it in a couple of the first 2 videos when I would get max ammos, but you have to reload in these games. But yeah, if you come over here to the comm room, this is probably my favorite place in the map to like train, just because there's so much area with like the flooring. That way you don't have to go get stuck in the water. But inside here, Speed Coal is obviously the only perk we can get at this point. But inside here, this is the box to interact with 3 times to get it to play the secret song. So next time you play Numa, I definitely recommend doing that. Back to back. do want this STG, just like we had in Varuk. I am a big fan of the SMG. Oh! I mean, so far, playing through Shino again, like I said, this is probably the first time I've played this map in, honestly, a couple years. It is fun. I am having a good time. It's definitely not as simple as Varuk was, which I'm all for innovation, but I don't think the random perks save it for me personally. It is a fun gimmick, and it does make Shino unique to play through every time, but I don't know if it's enough to put that on top of, like, Varuk, for instance, because there's still no Pack-a-Punch. There's still no, like, way for me to constantly make my weapons better. I just kind of got to deal with what I've got and see how far I can go. But, on the other hand, you do get the Wonder Waff, and we've already seen in this video, you know, I just missed, but we can see in this video just how powerful the Wonder Waff can actually be. So, does that make up for not having Pack-a-Punch on a map like this? A little bit. I mean, I'm not going to say it don't, but anywho, we're going to go hit the box one more time. I thought we were going to have to hit it a lot more to get the Wonder Waff this run, but we got lucky and got it on the second pull. So, do want to hit the box one more time, see if we can get some decent weapon here. Not that I want to get rid of the STG, I really do like the STG. Oh, the G11. Dude, this is just a repeat of Varuk. Oh, I'm toast. Nope, we got out of there. This is really just a repeat of Varuk. Same weapons almost. Such a good weapon. I do want to roll it again though, just so we don't have the exact same weapons loadout that we did have in Varuk. Oh, I might die here. Nope, we're dead. We're dead. So it looks like we did end exactly with the same loadout. But honestly, final thoughts on Shino after coming back and playing it after so long. I know I kind of went over what I liked and what I didn't like, or not necessarily didn't like, but what is kind of its downfalls. If I want to play casual zombies, I don't think I'm going to pick Shino. I think I'd rather pick Varuk, or we'll find out tomorrow. I would definitely rather pick Riese, and we'll go into how much I love that map tomorrow, and there probably is some nostalgia bias there, but overall, I'm going to give Shino Numa... It's not a 3 ray gun map. I think it's a little bit better, so we're going to go 3.5 ray guns out of 5 ray guns, or a ray gun in anywhere but here. So, I will say, it is a good map. It's not bad, but definitely would choose other maps over Shino to play casually. Anywho, that will be all for this episode of the COD Zombies Live Retrospective. Please leave a comment below what your favorite part about Shino is, or if there's something I forgot to mention, let me know. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next episode, which is Riese. Can't wait to see you guys there. Peace out.